We want our corrections officers to be safe and the inmates to be safe, and we want the opportunity for inmates to be rehabilitated.
The union that represents guards working in Manitoba jails is echoing prisoner concerns about conditions on the inside. They say both guards and inmates are trapped in a razor wire-clad system ran by the provincial government that's failing them.
This current government, we've heard from our members, has been making it far difficult with budget cuts and the like. And we've heard from our corrections members who are very professional that they've had challenges in their workplace.
City News recently spoke to inmates at the Brandon Correctional Centre who claimed the provincial jail is putting their rehabilitation and well-being at risk. But inmates aren't the only ones hurting, which has increased tensions inside.
It makes the job more challenging. They need to work on a balance of mutual respect. Our members need a safe work environment, and these inmates need to be safely held. We know that programs have been cut. Our workshop was cut from Headingley, and there was a cuts at Milner Ridge. And in Brandon, the jail there, their gym is a dorm. Is not a recreation facility, so there are opportunities.
The inmates at Brandon Correctional Centre are encouraging both Manitoba Premier Heather Stephenson and Manitoba Justice Minister Cameron Friesen to visit BCC to really see what life there is like.
There's opportunities for improvement, and when you see it firsthand, you're more likely to see change, and those are the people that can make these changes.
City News requested an interview with Justice Minister Cameron Friesen, but a statement was provided instead. Friesen told City News the government takes seriously its obligation to ensure the safety of all inmates and to treat all inmates fairly and justly. The minister added all provincial jails offer programming that focuses on an inmate's personal development and growth through education, work experience, and individual counseling.
Jail is the punishment. Got it. But they should be treated humanely and should be treated fairly inside.
Ross Robinson is Executive Director of the John Howard Society of Brandon. He says the concerns brought forward by inmates are valid, but notes they may be rooted in restrictions around COVID-19.
We've witnessed as well strained relationships, and I don't want to use COVID as a cop-out, but we have to take into consideration that anytime that a staff member had to quarantine, they're short-staffed.
He says John Howard Society has a good relationship with the BCC, and the guards and individuals it works with are professional and dedicated, but he acknowledges more work can be done, saying everyone on the front line wants to see positive change for those inside.
And we want inmates, we want people to be getting programming, we want them to develop these skills so they have a better opportunity when they get out.
Robinson says he's hopeful the concerns being raised at the BCC are an anomaly triggered by the pandemic, but it's time for a systematic review.
Regardless of who does the re-examination, Morgan, I think this is a great opportunity. There's no time like the present to look at where we're at and to look at improving situations if that's possible, or if that's the case.
Robinson says while the pandemic has been challenging, he remains hopeful. He says the people that work in Manitoba jails do so because they want to serve the community and help people. But for him, he says he doesn't know where corrections is on the province's priority list. In Winnipeg, Morgan Majeski, City News.
Next on City News.